men lose sexual leverage, guess what? They have no power because that's their only fucking power. That's the only thing that they use to manipulate men. And when you take that away from them, they're powerless against you. That's why society does everything in its power, guys, to not let you know your worth. They do everything in their power to put women on pedestals. They do everything in their power to make men come off as second-class citizens. And she's entitled to your time and attention. And you need to be a gentleman, all that shit. Fuck that. We live in 2021. Chivalry is dead and women...
It's time to take back our power. The only power they have is going away. They can't believe it. They are trying so hard, but we now know our worth. We are boycotting everything that has to do with them.
I'm 46 years old, and while I'm getting ready for surgery and everything, it dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me. Being single and 46 sucks. It just sucks. And I make jokes about buffoons that I have been encountering in dating, but in reality, this is my reality.
All these women out here who adapt this feminist ideology and think that men ain't shit and that they're strong and independent, that they can pay their own bills and carry their own weight and have their own careers, they will all face this exact same reality right over here, man. Oh man, don't nobody want to be alone when you got health issues. Believe me when I tell you, man, your friends, they ain't really gonna be around there. You know, but a man is gonna be there for you 24/7, looking out for you and taking care of you, man.
Time is running out quickly, and they are getting old, ugly, and entering the leftover class. They are effectively useless to us. Add all that to us walking away from them. Hello, and welcome back. Today we will be talking about what happens when we men finally choose peace and quiet, and why that decision leaves many women realizing just how powerless they truly are. Stay to the end to see exactly how they are struggling to live with that.
No woman in my life ever lost sleep about putting me in a nicer, safer home, a nicer neighborhood. No woman ever thought about taking me away on a nice sunny vacation to recharge or relax. No woman thought about making more money so I don't have to call someone else boss. No woman ever took out $1 million life insurance policy on herself so I wouldn't struggle if she dies. Women, not all, but most, have no clue or give a shit about the sacrifices men make and what comes natural to us to create a nice life for them. Going back to the beginning, men are friggin' amazing. We are builders. And cheers to all my fellow builders.
We are amazing. We sacrificed so much for years to be good to them. But what did we get? More demands, more criticism, more of the goalpost moving away just when we thought we had finally arrived.
Men don't prefer older women, and I think they don't prefer career women. And a lot of times these women end up single, childless, and alone because feminism told them that was going to get them the results that they wanted, and it doesn't.
There's a reason, women can carry children and men can't. So that instantly allows man to have different goals in terms of the workforce than women.
Oh, I think feminism lies to women. So I think they tell you to chase the bag, follow your career, and someone is still going to want you at the end of it.
People keep trying to outthink biology. It doesn't work that way.
To me, feminism just seemed like an affluent white woman problem. I was like, what are the complaints? What really don't we have in the West? I served in the United States Army. They let me do that, so I just don't see it.
Increasingly, you see women that go for it in terms of their career, and then it's too late. And then they realize, wow, this job is not making me happy, but my gosh, can I just tell you as a new mom what you feel like when your son smiles at you?
They know we don't like old women. They know they can't compete with biology, but they keep doing it. That is why one day 2E just stopped. Not because of anything against them, but because of everything against us.
Women are desperate.
Do you think?
Hell yeah. Women are desperate. Especially when you after the age of 30. It's like, yes.
Desperate. That's an interesting
Listen, I know women, that are putting up with bullshit all in the name of to say I have a man.
They can't believe we are leaving them alone. They are so desperate to see us help them again that some are now begging us not to leave.
Where the niggas at who paying bills? Cause I'm not doing this shit no more. Like I'm done. I'm so fucking done. Now I see why these women out here like living good. What a nigga paying their bills? Like where are they? Because I'm not doing this no more. Like the car insurance going up. I'm paying rent. I gotta buy food. I gotta take care of everything. I'm not doing this anymore. Now I see why people stay in relationships and they're miserable. At least the bills paid. I'm not doing this no more. Where the niggas who spend money, who pay all the bills? Where they at?
Winter has arrived for so many women, and this is why you see an uptick in dating content and women talking about how the dating pool has piss in it, because they're in an economic bind. The economy is getting worse for so many women, and the bills still keep coming in, and they're just like, man, I need a man, I need some help. But you notice they're not saying I need a man for anything that a man would want, like in a woman, or in other words, for anything that a man would provide that he would enjoy. They are desperate for men because they need economic help. But what's so funny is that what makes women think like this? What makes them think that all a man is doing is waiting to be the helper, waiting to be Captain Save-A, you know what I mean? Captain Save-A 304 or Captain Save-A-Woman. It doesn't have to be a 304. Why do you think men are just waiting around to come save a woman? And how are you going to get in relationship with a man? That's going to determine if a man is going to be helping you or not, isn't it? So it seems to me that instead of women coming on here panhandling and complaining, why don't you make yourself a more desirable woman so that a man picks you and then he will help you?
Now they are looking for us. They are realizing it's so hard for them to even pay their basic bills.
Beware the tarantula woman. She doesn't want a man. She wants a host. Let me explain. Women who keep a man around aren't always keeping them for love. Some of them, the tarantula woman, keep men as hosts, not partners, hosts. They need constant validation to fill an emotional void that they refuse to face. So they attach themselves to men who will worship them, adore them, and feed their ego on demand. These men think that they're chosen, but in reality, they're being fed on. There are many ways to use a person, sex, money, status, but using someone as a validation machine is the most sinister because the victim believes that it's mutual. He believes that it's real when it's not. He thinks she likes him back, but she's not showing any affection. She's extracting it from him. He gives everything, she gives nothing, and it's transactional, and he can't see it. He accepts the breadcrumbs, the flattery, the lies, because tarantula women spin webs out of attention, pity, and confusion. Women like this breadcrumb because they're too cowardly to speak the truth, too afraid to say, I don't want you, too terrified to stand alone without a man orbiting them. Lying is the glue that holds their identity together. Deception is the only thing keeping their persona from collapsing. When you live in manipulation mode long enough, everything you do gives insecure, empty, and weak. Tarantula women need a man, not because they love him, but because he confirms that they are still desirable. He reminds them that they're still that girl. But the moment he stops feeding her insecurity, she panics and moves on to the next host. People who use others always end up in shallow, manipulative relationships. They'd rather play games than be vulnerable. They'd rather drain somebody than face themselves. And some men, because of their own wounds, allow themselves to be eaten alive. Two manipulators together does not create passion, ever. It's cold. It's a quiet war. They don't love each other. They use it against each other. And everything is a calculation of what they can take. With manipulators, lying is how they breathe. Ask them a direct question and they can't answer it. They will twist it. Reveal the truth and they'll crumble because the truth destroys the image that they have been performing for years. Women like that, they cannot love. They can only audition. They can only manipulate. They can only drain. And watching that is sad.
It's not only sad, it's unacceptable. It has been happening for years. Now we are walking away from all that. We will not be hosts to any of them.
Hey, y'all women, speak for yourselves when y'all say y'all don't need. Because, baby, I need a man. I don't want to be independent. I don't want to do everything on my own.
It has fallen apart too late for her. She needs a man, but there is no man who needs her. She's now old, shameless, and officially in the leftovers category.
If I can get your number by any chance.
No.
What about you?
You want my number?
Yeah.
I'm the second option?
Well?
They are shamelessly walking around hunting us down with very poor pickup lines. We don't care. We don't want them near us. We are boycotting everything about them.
Reminded that when a boy gets heartbroken, he finds another girl.
But when a man gets heartbroken, he finds himself, Bobby. Bobby, when a relationship is over, it's called a battleship. Bobby, a battleship means seeking revenge or just simply trying to make each other jealous, Bobby. But the best way to seek revenge or win the battleship is by you getting better, man. When that person finds out that you are doing way better without them, man, that shit hurt, bro. That shit hurt like a bitch, man. Fuck Fidel. Follow me for daily motivation, Bobby.
They broke our hearts. This is not a war on women. It is something far more significant than that. It is the awakening of a generation of men. We have finally decided to put ourselves first.
So all the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life? I have to disagree. I do not think that if a woman that you so desired was available to you, you would choose peace over commitment, sex, good meals with conversation, and things like that. So I'm going to call your bluff because I don't think that's true. This, by the way, is not police lights. This is some kind of flashing light in a parking lot. I'm not quite sure what it is. But anyway, again, calling your bluff. Okay?
She thinks we still see them as an option. Choosing peace means we have decided that we will no longer sacrifice ourselves for the sake of keeping old, useless women comfortable.
A lot of men aren't leaving because they cannot handle a good woman. They are leaving because they are tired of paying for damage they did not cause. So you think you're Mr. Right, right? You check all the boxes. You're calm, you're consistent, you provide, and you are still getting attitude, you're still getting distance, you're still getting tested, you're still getting manipulated, you're still getting disrespected. Now you're confused because you don't get it. You don't see what it is you're doing wrong. And to be honest, it's nothing. You are simply dealing with somebody who's in defense and reactive mode. A lot of women don't hate men. They just don't know how to act when they are not being hurt. So they self-sabotage. They create problems where there are none. They question intentions that are clear and they pull away when things start to feel steady. Because these women are used to chaos and peace feels unfamiliar and unfamiliar feels unsafe. And a lot of men, they're going to deal with that for a while, but at some point they're going to check out. Because no man wants to keep proving himself to somebody who is committed to misunderstanding him.
We will no longer chase connections, relationships, or situations with modern leftover women. They cost us more than they give us. No effort without reward.
It says a lot when a man is at peace and that said woman is no longer a part of his life. When a man reaches a point where he is calm and unbothered and distant from that woman, because that kind of peace does not happen overnight. Believe me, that's a man that went through frustrations, conversations, and effort. And then something in him shifted, and this is what women miss. When a man gets to that place, it is no longer anger, it's detachment. So now the things that used to matter to him does not hit the same. The arguing, the emotions, the tears, even the effort, it does not move him like it used to. Because mentally, he has already created distance. And once a man finds peace without you, he never will feel the need to go back to what disrupted it. And this is what women got to understand. When a man feels better without you, it is over. He will never come back, no matter what you do. If you are a man that's currently in this state, bravo, my brother. I am so happy that you chose you.
A lot of us are now in that state. We are completely detached from them, but they can't believe it. They can't handle our silence and disinterest. They can't understand we are succeeding without them.
Men are no longer desperate for women. They are focusing on their peace, their purpose, their money. And some women are losing their mind because the attention is disappearing. The game has changed. Comment if this speaks to you. Share to remind someone. Follow Claudia Funeral Truth for more truth people are afraid to say.
Now the emotional outbursts, the guilt trips, the silent treatment, the comparisons to other men, and the threats are all not working. We see them coming from a distance, and we don't need anything from them.
And the solution for most men is this: get jacked, make money, develop, or find purpose. Because any dude who is investing time, energy, and effort in getting lean and jacked, I've never seen them get more depressed, get more anxious, get more stressed. You show me anyone who starts investing in their health and fitness, and I will show you degrees and margins of improvement in their life.
We now prefer to read books, join communities, go to the gym, attend retreats, and have conversations about our health, purpose, and our standards.
The strongest man you'll ever meet isn't the one who never breaks. He's the one who rebuilt himself in silence, without a parade, without permission, and without you. When a man heals alone, something shifts deep inside. He doesn't need you to believe in him anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't need you to validate his pain or celebrate his progress. That self-trust can't be taught. That's forged in isolation. And here's what nobody tells you about that. When he's done rebuilding, he stops chasing.
Yeah.
He stops explaining himself. He stops tolerating disrespect disguised as personality or boundaries that conveniently change when they don't serve you anymore. That's not cold. That's not him being damaged. That's clarity. That's what happens when a man stops looking for completion outside himself and finds it within. You can call him emotionally unavailable all you want, honey, but what you're really seeing is a man who outgrew the need for your approval because he learned to give it to himself first. If you are truly that woman who can meet a man like that with softness instead of competition, with respect instead of tests, I salute you. He's watching for you.
Yeah.
And when he finds you, you're gonna understand exactly why he protected his peace so fiercely.
We don't need a relationship, so we cannot be controlled by withholding one. We are building a full, satisfying life on our own terms in isolation. We have chosen peace that cannot be destabilized through drama.
Men are finally waking up. They are starting to see that being loyal, giving, and doing everything right does not mean that you will be appreciated. Too many good men have been bruised by women that only saw them as a wallet, a handyman, or an emotional punching bag. Those same men are now choosing themselves. They are choosing peace as well over pressure of the world that they have to be a husband and a father. They're literally protecting their hearts. And that's not because they don't love women. They are tired of being drained by the wrong women. If women do not see that y'all are paying attention to exactly who some of us are, and some of us are just not for the right thing. They are falling to societal pressures, their little circle that's around them, their mothers, their aunties, their sisters, their friends. They want them to be the leaders in the relationship, and that's just not how it works in this world. What we say doesn't go all the time. When you're in a relationship, you have to work together as two, not as one that is being put on this pedestal that they have to get everything done for them and men have to do what women are saying. It does not work like that. Pretty doesn't work anymore. It's not about what we look like. It's about how we treat men and how they feel. And when the man knows his worth, he's not going to stay for no drama. The new standards are for women is that you have to bring peace. You have to pour back into him. It's about a woman that understands that love isn't about taking. It's about building with that man and not trying to build on him. I truly believe that the era of good men is not ended, but good men have woken up and they understand their worth.
For women, they are pretty much useless to us now. The power of being pursued and being the one who decides is gone. The power that comes from knowing that we are looking out for them is no more. That is not a threat to them, it is a standard. That's where we will end the video today. Remember to like it and share it with another man. Subscribe and activate the notifications bell to stay updated. Leave a comment below about what you think. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.